Hello, welcome to This Week in Racer Cross Country. I'm Steve Peake here with head coach Jenny Severns. Coach, last weekend was the Greater Louisville Classic, which was a huge meet, almost 100 schools. How did you feel about your team's performance overall?
I think we did pretty well. I guess if we've had an off meet all season, that would be a little bit of our off meet, but if that's what we do when we're off, that's pretty darn good.
Yes, and the women overall, talk with, first with Abby Oliver, finished 66th.
We had four really hard weeks of training, and I wasn't sure how they would race just because they were really tired, and Abby was really tired the week leading up to the race, but she did really well. She did a good job at pushing through the soreness and just racing.
And then Brittany Bone finished 10 spots behind her at 76th.
Yeah, they've done a really good job at working together throughout races and really pulling each other along, so it's really helped our team.
And Emma Gilmore, another girl who she broke her personal record. You got quite a few runners breaking personal records this year.
Yeah, they are getting a little better every time, which is what we hope will happen, so that's exciting.
Then the men overall, Cole Cisneros, he almost had a personal record. Talk about his performance a little bit.
He did really well. The field is so big, it's really hard the first mile or two to kind of navigate the crowd. So I think as a whole, our team got a little bit trapped in the beginning, so they went out a little slower than they wanted to, but he did a good job at staying tough throughout to really push through the rest of the race to make up for the difference in the first mile.
Yeah, like you mentioned, it's kind of crowded there at the beginning. 259 runners, and Cole finished 51st out of 259. What other out of the men stuck out to you this week?
I think Lucas Prather had a good race just because he's just coming back like very slowly. He doesn't do all the workouts or anything yet, so he was just tough the whole time.
All right, well, you're off this week, and then you get the Bradley Invitational in Peoria, Illinois. How are you preparing for that?
Just keep doing what we're doing. They're actually going to have a little more rest going into Bradley, which they're probably really excited about because we really haven't had a break in the last 4 or 5 weeks. So I think they're just ready to feel a little more fresh going into a race.
And then that's your final tune-up before the OVC Championship. So how do you feel about your team so far, and how ready do you think they are for that?
I feel really good about where we're at this point. I think last week really proved that they're ready to do something big. Like to make it out the other side of the weeks that we put in of hard training and really still perform well at Louisville shows that they're ready to do something big.
Yeah. All right, so that's the next meet, Bradley Invitational in Peoria, Illinois, and we'll do it for this week in Racer Cross Country. For Coach Jenny Severns, I'm Steve Peake.